Today in class we talked about simplifying algebra or algebraic equations using algebra tiles. So over here on this side I have my legal moves. Remember, my legal moves are removing zero pairs from one side. If I have the same on both sides of the mat, they can be removed. I can flip any algebra tile over to the other side of the mat if I flip it to the opposite, and I can split groups. And remember, I can only split groups if X is on a mat by itself and the unit tiles are on the other mat. So I'm going to look at my equation, and right now these have the double line and an equal sign in the middle, meaning that these are balanced sets, meaning both sides of the equation have the same value. I can pick any moves that I want to do. For example, I see a opposite of X and an X on the same side, so together they make 0, so I can take them, highlight them, and move them off the mat. Even though I move this pair off the mat, my mats, my left side of my mat and my right side of my mat, still have a equal balance. I see the same on both sides. I see an X on the left-hand side of the mat, and I see an X on the right-hand side of the mat, so I'm going to remove those. I see another 0 pair on the left-hand side, so I'm going to remove those. I see 2 sets of 0 pairs on the right-hand side, so I'm going to move this 0 pair, and I'm going to move this 0 pair. My ultimate goal is to get X on a mat all by itself. So I need to get this X on a mat all by itself. But right now it's an opposite of X. So I'm going to flip it over the side and it flips to the opposite. Now X still is not by itself. So I'm going to take this one tile and flip it over to the other side to its opposite. And I have now isolated X on a mat all by itself. So I have found the solution that X equals a -2. And remember, what that means is, if I go back to the original equation, when X has a value of -2, then both sides of my mat are equal to each other, or they are balanced.